What's your name, my brother?
My name's Ishan.
Ishan.
Yeah.
Ishan, what's your background?
So I'm half Polish and half Indian.
Shoot! kind of exotic,
Yeah,
Ishan.
exotic makes so much.
Do you speak any Hindi?
No, I wanted to learn a bit of Telugu because that's where my
okay.
family's from. But my dad, he was born in India and he moved here when he was 22.
Okay.
And my mom was born in Poland.
Okay.
She moved here when she was a kid.
Wow, that's a nice, interesting mix that you have.
Yeah.
What part of India is your dad's from?
They're from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been a few, like many times.
As a kid or like?
Like I actually, as a kid too, but I've been recently, like this December or this February.
Shoot, how was it?
It was really nice.
Yeah?
I love it there.
Okay, shoot. How old are you, by the way, brother?
I'm 15.
15!
Yeah.
I'm glad we got minors on the show. You know, that's how we do things, you know? No, I'm joking with it. It's cool. It's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ishan, are you in school right now, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so I'm in school. I'm a sophomore.
10th grade.
Yeah, 10th grade.
Okay, so what do you hate about school?
Honestly, what I hate about school is the lack of freedom of just like, I feel like every kid has a natural inclination of what they want to do in life.
Yes.
Like you see a little kid, they'll be more inclined to like playing with cars or like, you know, doing a certain thing, like making music, like playing piano.
Doing something.
Yeah, I feel like, or like kicking around a soccer ball. And that's every kid's natural inclination. I feel like they should pursue that and what they want to do. But in school, I feel like they're placed into constraints, like in a box, telling you have to do this.
That's on purpose.
Yeah, you have to like do all these subjects, and a lot of these subjects the kid will have no interest in.
Yes.
It's a lot of, so that was what I say I would hate about school, and
that it limits you.
Yeah, it's very limiting, and they try to push this certain agenda of you have to go to school, then you have to go to college to become successful.
Sounds like a money scheme to me.
It's a money scheme.
You know, Ishan, the interesting thing is that I've been a school teacher for over a decade myself in New York. So do you go to a public school?
Yeah, so I actually used to live in the city, but now I moved 3 hours away. But yeah, I still go to a public school.
Gotcha. So I'm a public school teacher myself. Okay, so you're getting this firsthand from a public school teacher. Okay, it is absolutely mind control.
Yeah,
that is our job. I promise you. It is my job to train you that when you need to go use the bathroom, you raise your hand. Sorry, someone has the hall pass already. You can't go. And we are trained and controlled by our administration, our principals, our assistant principals. They have a data sheet. I'm revealing all the secrets right now. No one knows these things. There's a data sheet. You would have to take the map test. Do you ever take like those tests? You take the Regents.
Regents, yeah.
Regents, right? The Regents is all a design to see how New York State is performing as a whole, right? So that funding could be decided whether to be given more, given less, so on and so forth, and to rate each state onto where they are and where they're going, okay? In middle schools, there's called a map test. There's different types of tests that kids need to take. Yeah. And what happens is that in that administration principal's office, there's this sheet that they have. Kids are in red, kids are in orange, kids are in yellow, kids are in green. So certain kids are paired with other kids and other things happening because everything is data. Everything is made, the decisions are made by data.
Yeah.
Okay? And what gets taught or what doesn't get taught is based upon the agenda that the school or the city is trying to push. Okay, so there's certain days that you might be like, yo, why are they talking to me about this? Why are they teaching me about this? Why are they doing that? It's all because it's a push.
It's all pre-planned.
Pre-planned. It's something that you get funding for to do, right? So if the teacher has to do something, it's because the principal's making them do something, but the principal themselves are forced by their boss,
the
right?
Superintendent, and
it just keeps going. So there's always a level of forcefulness happening because that's not what school was for. School originally was designed so you could learn so much more than just subjects. Subjects are important, even if you're not interested in them. It is still your responsibility to know algebra, and I'm a math teacher. It doesn't mean you need to, know the quadratic formula and how does this work, and that's not the important part. It's the thinking process.
Yeah, the critical thinking.
Yes, that's what math is supposed to teach you, right? But, unfortunately, teachers are forced to teach you by the test. You have a Regents coming up. I need to make sure that you score because why? Your performance is what evaluates me. So do you see how it's all a trap?
Yeah, it's all
even if I want to teach you something else, bro, my boss is watching me. Have you ever had a principal come into the room while your teacher is teaching?
Yeah, and they observe what the teacher's doing.
They're evaluating. And guess what? If they say something crazy or something wrong, they're going to have a conversation with you. It makes the teacher want to quit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead, they just come every day and they don't even want to do it anymore. They've lost their passion. For teaching. And there's so much politics in there as well too. There's so much gossiping that takes place. What school was meant to be is no longer what it is right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And I believe as a teacher in New York City, this is going to change sooner rather than later. There's going to be a reform happening, and it's all going to happen when kids start revolting and say, you know what? I'm walking out.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? We can't do nothing. Did you know that? A kid could just walk out the class and, yeah, we have to make a phone call, but they're allowed to just walk out. They can't leave the room. They can't leave the school because technically we are your guardians at that time. So you're not allowed to leave that. Your parents could get in trouble with the whole process. But you can walk out the class and say, I'm protesting. You're allowed to, right? They will never teach you that, right? They'll teach you to protest in ways, but that's a form of protest that they will never, want you to be educated on, right?
Yeah.
School is now limiting a person's thought. Philosophy used to be something taught in schools, but now you know what they say? Church and state needs to be separated. You can't learn. But what's wrong with learning philosophy? What's wrong with learning religion? What's wrong with having conversations about a creator?
I think it's really amazing. Like, it should be something that's implemented more in school.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you think are some benefits that can be from talking about a creator or some type of philosophy or some type of theology? What are some benefits?
I think like the way a lot of people go about life is like they just exist and they're not really living life to the fullest. I think they just do, they do the same thing every day. And they go to school, they come back home.
It's like a rat race.
It's like, exactly.
It's a trap. It's like a hamster in a wheel.
Exactly. And there's nothing they're really living for. There's no bigger purpose they're trying to fulfill.
Yeah.
Nothing. They aren't really doing anything with their life. And that's how 90% of the people are nowadays. I think if something was implemented more about a creator, about
something outside.
Exactly.
Think outside the box a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like something living outside of yourself, living for something bigger than yourself. I think that would be really beneficial because not only would it, it would give kids who are struggling, it would give them hope, it would give them like happiness and joy, but it would also give them more motivation and to just go on with their life and pursue something powerful.
A kid in class who can't read that well, or can't write an essay that well, or can't do math that well, they got to sit in that class feeling that way. Can you imagine what that does to their own self-esteem? They must think that they're stupid. They must think that they're useless. They must think the worst about themselves, right? Because they're not understanding. It's not that they're not understanding. Obviously, there needs to be some diversification for the work for that child to help them out. But the problem with that is that they're starting to develop low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And low self-esteem can completely ruin you. Let me ask you, have you ever had any negative thoughts about yourself?
Yeah, I used to actually be pretty insecure about myself.
Like what?
Like, I was pretty like overweight growing up as a kid, and I was bullied for that. So until recently, I started getting into the gym more and like becoming healthier and just trying to improve my life altogether. And then I gained more confidence from that.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, I would say bullying is a big factor to low self-confidence.
And the problem with the bullying issue is this, that it affects your psyche. That, look, if someone told you from a place of love, concern, that, hey, bro, like, let's hit the gym a little bit, you're getting a little heavy. A person from a place of love, that's not a bad thing. You understand? You got to remember something, brother. This body of ours is an amana. Have you ever heard of that word, amana?
Amana, is it like a temple? Like a...
You're close, right? Amana means a responsibility or a trust. It's a trust, right? So this body is a trust. Your job is to take care of this body. You should not want to be healthy because you want to look like a specific model, actor, Instagram influencer. That's what they want, right? They have all these things on the billboards, all for consumerism. It should be because you want to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
Right? It should be because I want to be healthy. I don't want to get tired after I go on a flight of stairs, right? It's not about being bullied. It's about you feeling better about yourself because this body of yours is a trust and you want to take care of it. You only get one body, right?
Yeah.
Take care of it. It's incredible what the human body can do, right?
Yeah.
So why not work it out a little bit? Why not fast?
Yeah.
Why not see what the body can do? Push its limits.
Yeah, fasting is also really powerful. I like to practice it sometimes too. But also, yeah, what I was gonna say is, I think the one thing that really contributes to low self-esteem is teachers pushing that if a kid can do something,
Yes.
then that's associated with his self-worth.
Yes.
When it might just mean he has a different path in life
Yes.
that he wants to pursue,
Yes.
instead of the typical path.
Look, as a school teacher, right? We're also overworked. It's a reality. We got 30 kids over here. Then the next class is another 32 kids, and everyone has their own learning and learning styles, right? We teach 120 kids. I got papers to grade, homeworks and quizzes and all this other stuff. My boss is coming on me. They're barking at me, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to sometimes treat a child as an individual. We just want to pack them up. It's wrong. It's wrong. But unfortunately, teachers are doing this. I've been guilty of doing that. I don't do that anymore, alhamdulillah, but I've been guilty of that as well, too. A teacher never should make a child feel like their self-worth is associated to answering a question. That's not what it's for. It's about your critical thinking. Were you able to think about something before you proceeded, right?
Yeah.
And it's about reminding that child that their self-worth is not associated to getting it right, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we become like we want to get the answer right.
Yeah,
Well, what about getting it wrong? Sometimes in the wrong answer, there's more lessons than the right.
that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could learn from a lot of wrong than you could have from a right.
Yeah, because when something goes wrong in life, even just in general, it can create a whole new path of opportunities. Like they say, when one door closes, another one opens.
That's a great way to think. And
Yeah.
that's called a growth mindset. When you have a
Growth
fixed mindset, it's like, oh, I suck at this, I'm no good at nothing, look at me, look at this, right? But
Yeah.
a growth mindset is just like, okay, well, what else can I be wrong about, right? What else are some things or learning opportunities for me, right? So I want to ask you, you seem like a very, open-minded and open-hearted individual. Have you ever heard of this book before?
Yeah,
What do you know about this?
I know it's a very beautiful book
Absolutely.
with a lot of wisdom in it.
A lot of wisdom in it. This is my gift from me to you, okay, my brother?
Thank
That's
you
for
so
you,
much.
okay? To check it out, to read it, and to continue to educate yourself. Just know that everything that I've spoken to from today has come from this book. It's not from my own thoughts. It's from what I've learned from this, and I'm portraying that message. Before I let you go, and I appreciate you being with the Minute with the Muslim, tell me one takeaway that you've had from this podcast.
One takeaway that I've had from this podcast, I would say, to really always never close off an opportunity from your life, because I think anything that comes into your life, you should just take it with, just be fully open-minded to it, and it can really create a great thing for yourself, because you never know what's gonna happen next in your life.
God.
God.
See?
Yeah.
He has a path for everyone. And you have to trust his plan. This was a part of the plan. And thank you for a minute with a Muslim.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, my guy. Clap it up for our friend. Clap it up for our friend, guys. Clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. Great job,
Thank
man.
you.
Great job. I appreciate you for real. Appreciate you, gang. Had fun?
Yeah. That's fun.
You're a vibe, bro. You're a vibe. Appreciate you, bro.
I do like Instagram videos too.
Yeah?
I'm trying to make videos about like self-improvement.
Good.
And yeah, I'm a smaller creator now. I have 2.3K. But yeah, that's what I really think I'm trying to do.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier about self-worth and value. 2.3K? Who said that that's a small creator? Once again,
Yeah.
because you might get to 2.3 million and you might still feel like a small creator with that mindset, because that is also insecurity and low self-esteem. Who is to say what's a high or big or small creator? These are all things that they put in our minds to make us feel less.
Yeah.
It's not about how many views you get, how many followers you have. It's about the message